Hello and welcome to my Coding in C++ course. In today's video, which is the first video of the course, I'll be talking about the basics of C++. So let's get into it. The majority of the coding languages that are widely used right now are based on C and C++, like Java and Python. And C++ is based on C. C++ has the option called object-oriented programming, which C doesn't. And plus in the C language means +1, and object-oriented programming is one thing. So C plus object-oriented programming, C++. So the platform that we're going to code on is Visual Studio Code, and you can just download it from here. It's free, and I'll put the link in the description. Okay, so here we have Visual Studio Code, and we have to click on New File, then Text File, select a language, and there it is, C++. So first thing that you have to do is to put the layout. So this is the layout that you're gonna use for pretty much all of your codes. So you have to type sharp include iostream using namespace std int main, and done. So this thing is the layout that you're gonna use on all of your codes. So make sure to take a screenshot or save it somewhere. First thing first, I want to show you like the easiest thing, like the thing that everyone like everyone's first code in every coding language. So the hello world code. So you have to have this whole thing, and then inside of main, you see this is a block. Inside the curly brackets, I'll type in cout because it's an output. Okay, so because it's an output, you're gonna write cout, and make sure to have the things this way, like to the right, because it's an output. You have to have it to the right. If it's an input, you have to have it to the left. Okay, to the left. Okay, so for the output, okay, because like the cout that I'm going to print is gonna be like a kind of string, I'll use what do you call it, double quotation. Okay, so hello world, done. That's the hello world code. So the next thing that you have to do is to save the file. You have to press Command S so you can save the file, and for Windows you have to press Control S. Okay, so Command S, then I'll store it in desktop, and I'll call it hello.c++. You have to type in the .c++ too, so you make it a C++ file. So this is the terminal app, which is there by default, and you can open it. And for Windows, it's called console. Yeah, console. So you have to type in cd desktop, and see, it's on the desktop. Now I can choose any file in the desktop. So I'll write g++. This is a command that compiles the file so in a language which the computer can understand. So g++ hello.c++. So if you look at here, yeah, it's right here. Oh no, it's right here. It's called a.out. Okay, so a.out is our file that the computer can understand. So we have to type in execute. The dot and the slash means like execute. A.out. Now you have to press enter. Look, hello world. It's right here. So now I'll talk about the data types. So we have variables which you can store information in them. You can store data in them. So I want to tell you like how many kinds of variables there are. So we have integer, which you have to type int for it, which you can store normal numbers like 1, 2, -10, 120, 16, these numbers. But you can store decimal numbers in them, like you can store, I don't know, 9.7 in it. So I'll put an example in front of it. So 7. Then we have double, which you can store whatever you can store in an integer, and you can store decimal numbers too. So you can store like 4.9. Oh. And we have char, which stands for character, and you can store like single characters in it, like A or G, or like, I don't know, any kind of characters, like even sharp. I think you can even store emojis in them. So for char, storing the information is a bit different. So you have to put the single quotation and then type whatever you want, like G. I want there to be G. And if you're wondering why I'm putting the semicolon is to like tell the computer that like this line of code is finished, like so it can move on to the next one. Okay, so then we have string, which you can store more than one character in it, and you have to use double quotation like this. See it? Okay, so I can like put Artin in it, and I can even put space, like I don't know, Artin 17. And we also have bool, which stands for boolean, and bool can store true and false. So whenever you want to have like something to be whether true or false, you're gonna use a bool. So these are all the types now, and these are examples, by the way, so I'll delete them. And guys, whatever you want your code to be, like whatever you want to happen, you have to type it in the main. Okay, so the next thing that I want to teach you is how to use those data types. So you remember we had like, I don't know, bool, or like integer, or like double, string. And by the way, string and char are the same, like they're not the same thing, but like string is made out of like a couple of chars. Yeah, that's it. And we'll type in like I want there to be an integer which is called like age. Okay, so the naming on the variables, you have to put a space between them and then type the name, and you can't put space, like age like you can't put this as the name because there's a space. However, you can put an underscore, and you can't name it like 19 because it's a number, okay? But I think you can name it like, yeah, you can do that. Like the first letter can't be like a number. Like I can name it like age 12. Yeah, so I'll name it age, and and the value will be 0, because if I don't set a value here, it will be a null number. So if it's a null number, it will be a random number. So it's better if you like enter the number. Then I'll type C in. Remember we had C out, which was an output. This is an input. So C in, it's an input and it's to the left. I don't know because the video is mirrored. Okay, anyways, it's an output. I mean, it's an input. Okay, so it's to the left because like we're gonna get the input. So age is our input. So whatever we write in the terminal will become age. So if I, for example, write 13, the value of age will become 13. Okay, so that's it. And I want to do something cool like C out age, and then another one, because I'm gonna like print something else that is not like part of this string. I think that's too complicated for you, but like you can work with it. So age. So now we're saying like age is like there and you can't change it, but age this age, the variable is changeable. Yeah, so yeah, so I'll save it and then I'll go on terminal. I'm already on a desktop, so when you're already on desktop you don't need to like type in cd desktop. So G++, oh, I think I forgot, no, I saved it. G++, what was it, hello.c++, and you don't need to delete that a.out file because like I think it would change itself. Okay, so execute a.out. So now I'll enter a number. So I'm 13 years old, so I'll enter 13. Age 13. See how cool is that? So that was the basics of C++, like everything you need to know to start. You can even like make your own code. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and please share this video and subscribe. See ya.